Welcome to SOC Mantra and welcome to another video of our Cisco Networking CCNA lab series. In this lab, we will do a basic router configuration, which is also known as housekeeping configuration or on most Cisco IOS devices. So without wasting any time, let me pull out the lab details. So this is the lab and we will be configuring a Cisco IOS basic router configuration, and you can see a PC connected to a router through a console cable. And important note for all the tasks on this lab is all the tasks should be completed using the console login from the PC. So what does this mean is we will not be going directly to the CLI from the router. We will be connecting the router through the console, and then we will be doing all the configuration from the PC through the console login. So let's go to the task. Connect the router with console cable. So let me just go ahead and open Packet Tracer. Let me take a router. Let me take a PC. Let me assign the name. And the first task is connect the router with the console cable. So let's go to the cable section, and you can see the console cable here, which is blue colored. Let me pick it up and let me connect it to the RS-232 port of the PC and connect to the console port of the router. And as the lab suggests, we have to do a console login from the PC. So let me just go ahead on the PC, go to the desktop, click on terminal, accept the default terminal configuration, click on OK, and you can see here you are into the router from the lab. Click on no, and what does the task 2 say? Enter into global configuration mode. So to enter into the global configuration mode, you have to enter into user mode, privilege mode, and from the privilege mode you have to type in configure terminal, click on enter, and you have entered the global configuration mode. What does the third task suggest? Assign hostname R1-HQ to the router. So the command is hostname R1-HQ. Press enter and you will see the hostname of the router changed from router to R1-HQ. What does the fourth task say? Assign a console password. So to enter into the console, you have to go into the line console, and you can see here how many console lines you have. You have only one line, so you have to click on 0, type in 0 and press enter and assign a console password. So the password is Cisco. Enter, exit. So now let's check if we are able to log into the console, as we have already provided the password. You can see you are not getting the prompt to log in. Let me know you why. Let me tell you why. So go to the configure terminal, go into line console 0, and you can see here you have to type in a command called login to enable the password check-in. We have not typed in login, so let us type in login exit, exit, exit again, and now you see it's asking for the password. And what is the password? It is Cisco. Now you can see you are able to enter into the router. Assign a Telnet password. So to go into the Telnet, it's line VTY, and you can have up to 15 concurrent connections, 0 to 15. So let me press enter. What is the password? The password is CCNA. Enter, and here also you have to type in login to enable the password check-in, or else you will not be able to log in. Exit, exit, and encrypt all passwords. What exactly does this mean? Let me show you. If you go to the running configuration of the router, you can see the passwords are not encrypted, which is very bad. So let's try to encrypt. So to encrypt the passwords, the command is service password -encryption. If you press enter, and now if you show a running configuration, now you can see the passwords are encrypted. Okay, isn't that great? Now, what does this synchronous logging console means? The task is the configure terminal, logging synchronous. So logging synchronous means whatever commands you type in the console, it will log in. It will do a logging. So the command is logging synchronous. Exit, exit. So you can see this is called logging synchronous. Now prevent console from idle timer. So what exactly is idle timer? Let me just show you. Configure terminal, line console 0, exec timeout 5 seconds, exit. What exactly this will do is, if I am idle for 5 seconds, it will just ask you for a verification. So prevent console from idle timer means it will not log you off of the router. You can see if I'm dealing for 5 seconds, I'm line console 0, no exec timeout. So no exec timeout is something you need to type in to prevent the console from the idle timer. The idle timer that I have given was 5 seconds. Now if I mention no exec timeout, so there is no idle timer mentioned. So the router will not log you off anytime. Okay, and the next task is there has to be a privilege mode password in clear text, and the password is Cisco1@3. Exit. So enable password Cisco1@3. Exit. Let's test this out. So now you have to give the console password Cisco, enable password Cisco1@3. Okay, so this is verified. Now you have to type in an encrypted enable or privilege mode password. So for this, go into terminal, enable, the command is secret, and the password is Cisco123. Cisco123. Exit, exit. So here is a question now. What password will this take when you are trying to log into the privilege mode? Let's try it out. So the console password Cisco, enable. Let's try the clear text password Cisco1@3. No, it's not taking. Now let's try the encrypted password Cisco123. So when you have two passwords, a clear text and an encrypted password, the encrypted password will have the higher authority and you have to log in with the encrypted password only. Now prevent mistyped commands from hanging. What exactly does this mean? Let's test this out. Let me type something gibberish and press enter. So this will lock me for 30 seconds and I will not be able to type anything here for the next 30 seconds. Let me just come back after 30 seconds. So you can see after 30 seconds it is giving me to type in again. So how to avoid this? To avoid this, let's go into the configure terminal and type in a command called no IP domain hyphen lookup. So this will not look for any domain server and you will be able to type in. If you have typed something wrong, it will allow you to type in again. So let's test this out. Let me type something gibberish again and press enter. And you can see it will not look for any domain servers. So we are able to do the 11th number task. Now the 12th task is a login banner and the banner should be authorized users only. So let's go into configure terminal, banner, and you can see you have two options. There is a login banner and there is MOTD or message of the day banner. So you have the task to set up the login banner. So banner login, you have to give the code and then type in authorized users only and close with apostrophe s and then press enter. And now you can see, let's test this out. So you can see when you are trying to log in, you are getting only authorized users only. Let's go into Cisco, enable Cisco 123 40. And now the task is assign a MOTD banner. So assign a message of the day banner and the banner should mention authenticate yourself. So let's go into banner MOTD authenticate yourself, close the braces, click enter, and let's see if you are able to get it. And now you can see authorized users only as well, authenticate yourself. So we have tested the 13th task as well. Now the 14th task is write the iOS version. So to see the iOS version, the command is show version. So in this show version, let me tell you, you can see here the version is version 16.6.4. Okay, so let me just copy this and paste it here. Okay, and write the system flash name. So to check the flash, the command is show flash. Just click on enter, and this is the flash file name. Let me copy it and paste it here. Paste it here. So we have completed the 15 task. So now the 16th task is assign a IP address to gigabit 0.0 of the router. Let's see if we have the gigabit 0.0. Okay, as we are doing in the console, configure terminal. So for assigning an IP address, we need to get into the line interface or interface mode. So the command is interface gigabit 0/0/0, and the IP address that needs to be assigned is 192.168.0.1/24. The command is IP address 192.168.0.1/24 is 255.255.255.0. Okay, connect PC to router using Ethernet cable. Okay, let us connect the PC to the router using Ethernet cable, and we'll use a ROS cable connected to gigabit 0.0. Okay, and what's the next task? Assign IP address to computer 192/24, 192.168.0.2/24. Let's go ahead and assign an IP address. Let's close this terminal for a while. The IP address is 192.168.0.2/24. By default it takes. Let's come out. Let's go to the console again. Okay. Now what's the next task? Now you can see, you notice we have not seen the interfaces have come up. So let's check it why the interfaces have not come up even though are connected. Exit, show IP interface brief. So we have connected a cable to the gigabit Ethernet 0/0. We have assigned an IP, but you can see it's administratively down. Status is administratively down, which means we have to bring up the interface. So to bring up the interface, we need to go into the interface mode and provide a command no shutdown. And as soon as you type in the command, you can see the interface state has changed to up. Let's check it out again. Show IP interface brief, and you can see it is up. Okay, now let's try to ping the router from the PC. Let me close the terminal for a while. Let me open command prompt. Let me check the IP address. To check the IP address, the command is ipconfig, and you can see 0.2 has been assigned. Let me ping the router 192.168.0.1. 1, and you can see I am able to ping. Okay, and what does the next task say? Check the initial configuration and save it to startup configuration. Okay, let me open the terminal again. Check the initial configuration. To check the initial configuration, the command is show running -config, and you can see all the configuration that have been done in our lab. Okay, and just to let you know, I have not saved all these configurations. So if I won't save this and the router reboots, all the configuration will be lost. Okay, so to save this, the task is save it to startup configuration. To save it to startup configuration means we need to copy the running configuration to the startup configuration. So what does this exactly mean? So all the running configuration that has been configured right now will be saved to the startup configuration, and as soon as the router restarts or reboot, it will be still there in the router. Let me just press enter, and it has been saved. So there are multiple commands. You can use copy running config to startup config, or you can use the command write. Both will do the same thing. Okay, access and verify by logging to router through Telnet. So what does this mean? We have assigned a VTY line. So we have assigned a Telnet line, but we have not tested it. So let's test it out. Let's test it out from the PC by telnetting the router from the PC. What is the IP address? 192.168.0.2. 192.168.0.1. Telnet 192.168.0.1. It's asking for the password, and what is the telnet password that we have given? The telnet password is CCNA. So this is the password you need to type in. Okay, and now you are remotely connected to the router. Let's check it. Let's go into enable mode. What is the password here? Cisco 123 and conf t. Okay, exit, as you can see. Now all the 20 tasks of this lab have been configured and verified, and you can see all our router configuration and PC configuration is saved here. And if you go into the router command line as well, you can see the show running config, you can see. And just to let you know, we have saved this. So how can we check this? You can check it. So startup configuration, so this is the startup configuration file, and you can see we have saved it. So if you like this video, please do a like and share and subscribe. And if you have any queries, please comment in the comment section, and I will be happy to answer your queries. Thank you. You all have a good day, and see you in the next lab. Thank you all.